From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday weekend out there. We will have some small shower chances for today and tomorrow. More so, patchy areas of freezing fog for this morning and for tomorrow morning. And then our weather turns warmer and it turns wetter in the Thursday to Friday time frame and beyond that as we head into this next weekend. Right now, you're taking a live, very foggy look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, which you can download for free in the App Store or on Google Play. And yeah, definitely seeing some patchy areas of freezing fog this morning in the lower Columbia Basin. It's been in the Kittitas Valley. It's trying to get down into the Yakima Valley. Thus far, I haven't seen anything in the Blue Foothills. We'll keep a close eye on things, though. And temperatures out there, pretty much all of us down to the 20s. We're seeing a few temperatures in the 30s, right at 30 for Walla Walla and Connell. But yeah, you got to bundle up as you're headed out the front door this morning. Looks like most of the fog's probably going to lift by 9 a.m. And then after that, those little shower chances for lower elevations, maybe even some snow mixing in for the valleys, although accumulations are not going to be that tangible at all. But again, freezing fog coming back for tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll time that out coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, learning more about what sparked a fire at a Richland apartment complex over the weekend and how crews cleared the building. Coming up, what investigators say is to blame for the blaze. And Prosser's making a big move, and now we know what that transition will look like. We're going to let you know about the short closure that starts today and what it means for you. And the government shutdown may be over, but one local organization says the impact is far from it. Coming up, we'll talk to the Salvation Army to hear what struggles they're dealing with as the holidays approach.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott. Jessica has the morning off, and we begin this morning in Richland, where a fire broke out Friday morning at the Water's Edge Apartments right next to the Reach Museum. The flames started in a third-floor unit around 11 a.m. Crews from all over the Tri-Cities responded. The entire building was evacuated for about an hour with people waiting outside while crews went in. Maintenance staff say they're the ones that called 911 after a resident reported a smoke alarm going off inside an apartment where no one was home. The complex entrance off Fowler Street was blocked for a bit. Investigators now say they believe an unattended candle was likely the cause.
We were just like in our apartment and just heard the police like going down the hall pounding, saying that there was a fire, so we got out.
Yeah, I just had to get out quick.
This is Mazzy and this is Beanie, the first things we grabbed.
Did you expect this on Black Friday right after Thanksgiving?
No, and we were thinking about going shopping earlier. I'm glad that we waited.
Now, luckily, no injuries were reported. Everyone was able to go back into the building after firefighters aired it out using fans. Taking you to Pasco, while the government shutdown that went on for several weeks is now over, the Salvation Army says they're still feeling the effects. Staff say the number of families seeking help has continued to rise even after federal food assistance was restored. They've seen demand double for some items, especially emergency food bags and hygiene kits. Now, the food bank remains their busiest service, with families lining up for groceries, coats, blankets, and other essentials. Workers say they're also getting more calls for rental and utility help, along with holiday programs like Angel Tree and Thanksgiving meals.
A lot of people are waiting, from half an hour to maybe 40 minutes in line waiting to get that food. So we're just asking everyone to please be patient, and eventually we'll get to them.
Now, the Salvation Army says they're doing everything possible to keep serving families in need as the demand continues to grow. Local living, get ready, Prosser. Big changes are on the horizon as City Hall prepares for a major move. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia has the story on how a fire that got ignited years ago sparked a rapid search for a new home for both City Hall and the police station.
Mayor Gary Vigar gives an update on the transition of this move. Non-essential items are already being relocated, but a short closure is ahead.
On December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, City Hall will be closed to business. We'll be open, moving, setting up the systems. A lot of that not just is the physical move, but also the technology. all the ITs. So we would like to think it's plug and play, where we can just simply move our network and all our workstations over there, but typically it's a little more complicated.
The journey to a new city hall was well thought out, not random. From 14 potential sites, the city narrowed its choice to 2, ultimately selecting the Prosser Courthouse to join forces with Benton County.
And that collaboration is what led the city to move into the first floor of the courthouse. So it's kind of historic, because essentially what we are doing is creating a collaborative partnership with Benton County to share both space and resources.
Mayor Vigar highlights the benefits, saving money and making resources more accessible to the community.
It also takes both city government, the municipality, and county government, puts it in a single building in downtown Prosser.
Looking ahead, this is how the City Hall's new home setup will work and how plans progress for the police station's new location.
How this is structured is the City of Prosser will be leasing from Benton County for the use of 1/3 of the courthouse. But we're looking at it as our forever home. And the second part of this big project is the police station and where the police station is going to go.
Negotiations are underway with Benton County to buy a portion of the courthouse campus for the police station as they navigate the necessary steps to make it happen. Reporting from Prosser, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, along with the move comes a fresh new space for city council meetings as well. But for now, the council will meet in the old location until the new space is ready in January. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, colder weather, shorter days, and holiday comfort food. The season can add up to some surprising winter weight. But coming up, we have the simple steps that doctors say can keep you on track, coming up in your health news. And giving you a live look outside this morning from right here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Foggy and what even could be a slick start to your Monday. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will break down your first alert forecast, what you can expect as you head out the door this morning.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
Stay warm now and pay later. Upgrade your HVAC system today and take advantage of $2,000 in federal tax credits. That's right, you could get up to $5,750 in total savings. This winter, don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
Macy's has Cyber Monday deals online and in store right now, like up to 60% off Steve Madden, Calvin Klein, and more. Plus, sweaters for the family under 30, and up to 65% off bedding, exclusively at Macy's Cyber Monday. Ends tonight.
These hands are working hands. My hands are the most important tools I have. You need to take care of them. That's where O'Keeffe's comes in.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also, try O'Keeffe Skin Repair Body Creams.
We meet again, Mr. Kringle.
Seriously?
Go on, say it.
I just want to apologize, for kidnapping you last year.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Well, it's overdue. In fact, I'm surprised you brought me anything this year.
Well, that's what I do.
Naughty, naughty.
I suppose I deserve that.
You think?
Hey, can I?
No, you can't keep the little guy. At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, there are areas of freezing fog out there for this morning, and that could come back for tonight into tomorrow morning. So first, let's time it out for the rest of this morning. We're thinking, for the most part, most of this should lift out of here by 9 a.m. Now, this can be on a neighborhood-to-neighborhood basis sometimes, so there could be some areas where it has the tendency to hang on a little bit longer than that. Then for tonight, what model consensus is saying is that first, the fog's going to return back to the Kittitas Valley, mainly after midnight, and then for tomorrow morning, that's when it could follow suit for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. That main time frame would be from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. And just like with this morning, for tomorrow morning, this could be freezing fog, as those overnight lows are going to be well below freezing. So multiple reasons to take it slow on the roadways, not only because of the reductions in visibility, but also because freezing fog can make our roadways slip. All right, these are the forecast highs for today, not the lows, which is pretty disappointing, but we're going to end up in the mid-30s. It's about 5 to 10-ish degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Overnight lows mostly down in the 20s, could have a few low 30s for the foothills and the blues. And high temperatures for the Lower Columbia Basin going to hover between 35 to 40 through Thursday, but definitely a good deal warmer for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to surge to about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And those overnight lows going to be down into the 20s through Wednesday night, closer to freezing and above that for Thursday night and beyond. And this happens because rain chances picking up. But first, these little small shower chances for today and tomorrow. We'll time those out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. It is 11 minutes after 6, and look into your health news this morning. It's the time of year when the temperatures are dropping, and you may be tempted to stay on the couch a little more rather than get outside and move around. But experts say getting exercise and having a healthy diet year-round, of course, is critical for your health, even when you don't want to do it. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has ways to manage winter weight in the weeks ahead.
Add up colder weather, plus darker days, and all that comfort food. It can equal an unhealthy shift on the scale.
A lot of people sort of hunker down in the winter and stay inside a little bit more often.
Dr. Kathleen Moeller with the American Academy of Family Physicians says the first step to keeping a healthy weight in winter is to have a plan to work out. If you're an outdoor exerciser in warmer weather, consider getting a gym membership now so that you can start the habit of going when the temperatures drop even further. Or just add ways into your day to move more.
That can be taking the stairs, that can be walking farther from the parking lot into the grocery store. Any bit of movement helps.
With all the winter holidays, we tend to be surrounded by foods we don't normally eat. Mueller says to tackle the temptation to overindulge by having healthy options and allowing that to be your default.
So a veggie platter in addition to the cheese and crackers, and just make sure that we're going towards the veggie platter a little more often.
Finally, Mueller says to remind yourself why you want to maintain a healthy weight. It's not just about how we look, but how we feel now and in the future.
Being a healthy weight reduces your risk of inflammatory conditions, cardiovascular disease, and cancers. We also just are able to move longer through our lifespan and have a longer health span if we maintain a healthy weight throughout our lives.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now, since we tend to crave comfort carbs in colder weather, Mueller says to balance those foods with winter veggies. She says roasting foods like squash and broccoli can be a tasty treat this time of year and healthy as well. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth and your first alert forecast as we give you that foggy live look outside this morning from right here at our Apple Valley studios in Kennewick. Josh is going to let us know how long this morning fog could stick around and what else we can expect as we make our way into the week. It's in your full first alert forecast after the break.
Late night cravings? I'm your guy. But what about in the morning or at lunch? I've got you anytime with my brunchy meal, lunchy meal, and the new Gremlin's Midnight Meal for a late night bite. My munch better deals. Munch more food at a much better price. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we offer our medical weight loss program. Diabetes, and more broadly, insulin resistance, is a highly inflammatory state that increases our risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, as well as Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases.
Basically, it's the lack of awareness about what's creating that weight. There's lots of psychological aspects to that, so that where you come to is to a more centered place of feeling good and connected and positive about yourself, self-confidence.
You have access to over 100 weekly group fitness classes, top-notch fitness facilities, cutting-edge scientific therapies integrated into your program, and dedicated coaches rooting for your success. We also offer options for pharmaceutical assistance. We create patient-specific game plans centered around the 7 essential elements, which are sleep, nutrition, atmosphere, breathing, movement, thought, and purpose.
So rather than just focus, it's not dieting, and it's not focused on dieting, and that's not what we do here at Pacific Clinic. It's mind, body, physical, emotional, mental, and the combination of all of those things. And I think that makes us tremendously different than any of the other programs out there.
To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Cle Elum.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
Apple Valley News Now is Prosser.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There are little shower chances in the forecast for today and tomorrow. So first, let's show you why that's the case. There's this storm system where the center of the storm system is up around Anchorage, Alaska, and extending way down from that is a cold front, and that is going to skirt by the region. So that's why we will have those little shower chances for lower elevations. They're definitely going to be a lot better for the mountains, especially for the blue. So we put all this into motion with Futurecast radar, and for today, see those little blips on the radar throughout the day. So yeah, could have some low-end chances of showers for lower elevations, maybe even some snow mixing in at times, especially in the valleys, but rainfall and snowfall accumulations are going to be minimal in those areas. Now for this evening, especially after 10 p.m., this is when it gets a lot more interesting as you see rain and snow returns picking up in the Blue Mountains, and so into tomorrow morning our Blue Mountain passes aren't going to look all that friendly, but after lunchtime looks like we'll dry things out, especially after 4 p.m. So if that went by a little bit too fast, you can see those hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Some of the rainfall and liquid water totals we're expecting from 4 p.m. this afternoon to 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, around ½ an inch for the Blues, definitely a lot less for that for the Cascades and for points in between. Then snowfall totals 10 p.m. this evening to 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, 2 to 4 inches for Blue Mountain passes, just trace amounts for our Cascade passes. And then our weather turns more active once again for that Thursday, Friday time frame and beyond that. So here's what those precip chances are going to look like in the Yakima Valley. For now, we're keeping it dry during the day on Thursday, but 20 to 40% rain chances for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is looking like it's going to be a much more active stretch of weather, especially for the mountains. So we'll have more to say about rainfall and snowfall totals a little bit later in the week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances today and tomorrow, dry for Wednesday, and small rain chances coming back Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, maybe a flurry or two mixing in today, but accumulation should be minimal. And then for Ellensburg, a slightly better chance of a light snow shower for Monday, wetter and warmer later in the week. Then for Hermiston, many small shower chances over the next 7 days and about 20 degrees warmer from Monday to Friday. And finally for Walla Walla, lower elevation rain chances will be the highest in the foothills for today and tomorrow. More active weather is slated for later this week.
Warming up to the 50s, it's going to feel like summer again.
Yeah, hey, I'm all for it. I'm legitimately very happy about highs getting back into the 50s.
Yeah, I want to say when I was coming in this morning, it was like 23 degrees or something silly.
Zero fun.
Something silly like that, yeah. All right, well, some aren't letting the cold get them down. Check this out. Surfers took to the beaches during a snow day. A handful of them were seen all around Brighton Beach and Lake Superior.
Whew, well,
Burr.
Yes, Burr, indeed. Well, wearing wetsuits, they rode the waves in extremely cold temperatures with the backdrop of snow on the beach. And one surfer said he's been doing this in 4 winters now, and the feeling is still exhilarating.
You don't even have feeling.
No.
How can they say anything about feeling?
You're numb.
They're completely numb, right?
You're just going on gut and heart feeling at that point because your extremities definitely aren't feeling anything.
No. I love that they're wearing wetsuits because, I mean, it does make a little bit of a difference, but not much. I'd prefer more of a dry suit situation.
Yeah. I'd prefer just not being anywhere around the water during a day like that. But hey, to thrill seekers like that, hats off to you. You're definitely more exhilarating than me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so much for my head here on Good Morning Northwest. From a music milestone for Kelly Clarkson to the real family drama behind New York's Christmas tree tradition, the story is making headlines in your entertainment news coming up after the break.
At Sundown M Ranch, healing begins the moment you arrive. With residential treatment, outpatient programs, and specialized youth care, we support the whole person every step of the way. Our serene setting offers comfort, peace, and space to just breathe.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. Shelby's invites you to celebrate the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Let Shelby's inspire you with a beautiful custom arrangement to complement your seasonal style. At Shelby's, we can bring your home to life with the joys of Christmas. Celebrating 50 years of holiday giving. Come visit Shelby's Floral on Clearwater in Kennewick.
Raising children is a wonderful adventure. Just when you think you have it all figured out, it all changes.
Time for school.
With Washington's Get Prepaid Tuition Plan, you can save for their next big step after high school, whatever that might be.
You ready?
We're ready. When you believe in your children's dreams, so do they. Start saving today at 529.wa.gov.
Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome. We have a great community, we've got a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts.
You've got great restaurants and wine, and yeah, there's a lot to do downtown in Ellensburg.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's right here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths for this season's holiday cheer. Bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out fresh, colorful poinsettias. Visit us at Queensgate Gardens today.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back. In the world of entertainment, big names in music, on stage and on screen, are making headlines.
That's right. From Kelly Clarkson hitting a major milestone to a new documentary diving into the families behind New York's iconic Christmas tree stands. For the latest in what's happening in Hollywood, here's David Daniel with your Hollywood Minute.
since you've been gone. I can't breathe for the first time.
For the first time, Kelly Clarkson has joined Spotify's Billions Club. The singer's Grammy-winning 2004 hit Since You've Been Gone has topped 1 billion plays on the streaming service. Dame Judi Dench says her eye problems are growing worse. She told ITV, "I can't recognize anybody now. I can't see the television. I can't see to read." The Oscar-winning actress has been open about her age-related macular degeneration since 2012.
Every place has their own unique Christmas experience, but there's no place like New York.
Tree season.
Tree season.
Tree season
starts now.
These 5 families dominate New York's Christmas tree business. The documentary The Merchants of Joy looks at their high-pressure holiday trade as the self-described frenemies work to help New Yorkers hang a shining star upon the highest bough. The Merchants of Joy is now streaming on Prime Video. In Christmas Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, tree business cutthroat, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I've gotten an opportunity to go to some Christmas tree farms, talk to the owners there, and yeah, that's a year-round thing.
Yeah, it is. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, Richland schools are asking voters to renew a key levy this February. Now this morning, we're going to break down what's at stake for students and staff. That's coming up after the break in your 6:30 half hour.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
Macy's has Cyber Monday deals online and in store right now, like up to 60% off Steve Madden, Calvin Klein, and more. Plus, sweaters for the family under 30, and up to 65% off bedding exclusively at Macy's Cyber Monday. Ends tonight.
These hands create. All of the materials I work with dry out my hands. If my hands get really dry, I can't do my job. I depend on O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
O'Keeffe's is hard-working skincare.
Visit Cle Elum anytime for spectacular views, fantastic food, and shopping unlike anywhere else. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is the heart of Cle Elum.
It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here. An absolute adventure. Every single day is different.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure. And there's lots of snowmobiling in the winter, lots of hiking, kayaking.
Every single corner of the globe, that they all end up in Cle Elum for one reason or another, whether it's to enjoy the outdoors, to enjoy the small town feel. There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries, a lot of great bars. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com. Experiencing the outdoors is in our nature.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I win. Are we there yet?
Soon.
What about now? Hey, Dad!
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, with coverage that moves with you, you're free to enjoy your dreams.
Isn't this the dream, Grandpa?
Bundle life and save up to 43% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
And it is Cyber Monday.
Yes.
And probably a good day if you have the opportunity. I know a lot of us coming off of probably an extended weekend with the Thanksgiving holiday, but if you have the opportunity to just snuggle up inside a little longer this morning and do some online shopping, probably not a bad day to do it.
Yeah, this would be a great sweatshirt, joggers, maybe a blanket on top of all that. Just kind of stay bundled up because it is not a lot of fun to be outside. So let's go ahead and take a look at those big weather stories. Small shower chances for today and tomorrow. Yes, there could be some flurries flying in the valleys for this morning, but accumulations are going to be pretty negligible. And then patchy areas of freezing fog for both this morning and tomorrow morning, and rain chances going to return. And rain chances, and high temperatures picking up as well in the Thursday to Friday time frame and beyond that. All right, fog this morning. The bullseye all morning has been situated right on top of the Tri-Cities, but we've also seen some foggy conditions for Ellensburg and Manastash Ridge, so we'll continue to watch that throughout the rest of this morning. And it would be freezing fog as temperatures for all of us, pretty much all of us, down into the 20s. So yeah, take it slow out there on the roadways because visibility will be low and the roadways could be a little bit slick. Earlier this morning, maybe saw a few flurries flying in Ellensburg or Yakima. We have some more precip that's lining up right now. For the west side, here's that umbrella cast for this Monday. For the Tri-Cities, 10% shower chances from about 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and maybe picking up a little bit more into this evening. So for today, low end rain chances for lower elevations, then freezing fog coming back for tomorrow morning. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news with education, and as we get closer to a new year, the Richland School District is preparing to run a new 4-year replacement levy. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the superintendent to learn what the levy would fund and why district leaders say it's critical as they face a growing budget shortfall.
The Richland School District is looking to pass a new 4-year replacement levy through a special election in February. As the district enters the final year of its current one, the levy funds about 150 certificated staff members and 160 paraeducators, making up around 14% of the district's entire budget. If approved, the new levy would bring about $43 million. But on top of that, the district is currently facing a significant budget shortfall. Earlier this year, officials announced the cost-cutting measures, including reducing school nurse positions, consolidating secondary librarians to save about $1.2 million. District leaders say those cuts were necessary to avoid falling into binding conditions.
We're asking voters for the $2.50 per assessed $1,000 on a home. So for an average home in the Richland School District, it would be an additional $300 approximately based on what we have from the assessors at this point, what the assessed value would be.
Redinger says levy dollars fund a large portion of the district's after-school programs.
Part of what the levy funds is all of our activities, so all of our after-school sports, our drama, our music, paying for the advisors that oversee those programs.
Passing the levy is also critical because without it, Richland would not qualify for state tax equalization funds.
Voters do agree to pass it. Then we get an additional $5 million from the state. And that's just to kind of equal out the Bellevues, the Lake Washingtons with school districts on the east side of the state. And so we rely heavily on that as well.
School levies are an essential part of funding school programs and services. They have also become more of a hot-button issue for potential voters. As recently in the November election, Keona-Benton School District's school levy failed by a margin of around 50 votes.
But we've seen that throughout the entire state. Bonds are having a harder time passing throughout the state. And so again, this is a levy, we need the 50% plus one to continue with the programs that we offer in the Richland School District.
District leaders say this levy is key to stabilizing the future funding and avoiding deeper cuts in 2027's budget. In Richland, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, if the levy passes, the funds would help support the district's 2027 budget and prevent further staff reductions. We'll, of course, keep you updated. All right, straight ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, holiday shopping well underway, and a lot of us are buying online. But before you check out, there are some things to consider if you want the best price and the safest product. We're going to take you through these money-saving tips coming up in your Consumer Reports.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way, with specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment. We provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
We're forging the future of the city of Pasco, and we need your voice. The city is updating our comprehensive plan, which covers everything from housing and transportation to utilities and parks. This document showcases the vision of what we want Pasco to be in 2046 and beyond. Tell us about the type of businesses you'd like to see, the types of parks you'd like to visit, and the type of neighborhood you want to live in. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit pasco-wa.gov/comp-plan and become part of the future.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Every point counts. The race to $1 million is on at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Earn entries into the $1 Million Monte Carlo giveaway with free play drawings every Friday and Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Multiply your entries by 10 times every Monday. Then on January 3rd, we're drawing lucky finalists to play for $1 million at 4 p.m. Play now, win $1 million. Only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Unwrap the gift of music at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. Bring home the timeless sound of a Yamaha piano this holiday season, either acoustic or digital pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 24 months now through January 5th. Available in-store and online. From uprights to grands and the Yamaha Clavinova, all delivering incredible sound with a beautifully natural feel. Make your home sing this Christmas with Yamaha from Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos in Richland.
Apple Valley News Now's Christmas Wish wants to help local families this holiday season.
Do you know someone who needs a bill paid or something else they can't afford?
If so, let us know, and maybe we can help.
To nominate someone and learn more, just click on Christmas Wish at applevalleynewsnow.com.
A big thank you to Yolks Fresh Markets, Idaho Central Credit Union, and to all of you for supporting Apple Valley News Now's Christmas Wish.
And we hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have some patchy areas of dense freezing fog for this morning that could come back for tomorrow morning as well. So first for this morning, we're thinking that most of this is probably going to lift by 9 a.m. Well, you know, it hinges from neighborhood to neighborhood sometimes. So we'll see how that ends up panning out. The model consensus for tonight is saying that first it's going to come back to the Kittitas Valley, mainly after midnight. Then for tomorrow morning, that's when it could follow suit in the Yakima Valley, the Lower Columbia Basin, and the Blue Foothills. That main time frame is going to be 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we could be socked in with the fog and the clouds a little bit longer for tomorrow morning. Okay, let's take it back to today. These aren't the lows. These are going to be the highs for today. Mid-30s for lower elevations, about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. So just not a whole lot of fun to be outside. And then for tonight, dropping down mostly into the 20s. Could have some low 30s for the foothills and also for the Blues. And our high temperatures in the Yakima Valley going to bounce mostly between 35 to 40 over the next handful of days. Maybe a little bit warmer for Tuesday, but then much warmer, noticeably warmer for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll have highs around 50. That's going to be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for a change. Then those overnight lows down into the low to mid 20s through Wednesday night at least, but a little bit closer to freezing for Thursday night and beyond. And that uptick in temperatures is going to happen because rain chances going way up later in the week, but some little shower chances even for today and tomorrow. Time that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, in today's Consumer Report, holiday shopping, of course, in full swing. We had Black Friday, now it's Cyber Monday, and a lot of us are turning to online stores because it's quick and convenient.
Yeah,
and you can stay warm while doing it.
And you can stay very warm, that's right. But Consumer Report says there are a few things to keep in mind to make sure you're getting a good deal and a safe product. So this morning we've got what you'll want to watch for when you shop for cyber deals. Take a look.
Holiday shopping is underway. Some are picking things out in person and also turning online for convenience.
I like to come to these places like this to see the products, but I also like to buy online.
But it doesn't always go smoothly.
It can be easier, but sometimes you end up sending a lot back.
And it's more than just returns. On sites like Amazon, Walmart, and Temu, you may be buying from third-party sellers rather than the retailer itself. That can make it harder to hold the seller accountable for unsafe or defective products. Consumer Reports investigations have found that products sold by third-party sellers can be fake, dangerous, and fail to meet U.S. safety standards.
If you buy a product at a brick-and-mortar store and it causes harm, the retailer can be held responsible. But when you buy from a third-party seller on an online marketplace, that liability isn't always the same. Some third-party sellers may be unreachable or unaccountable for the harms caused by their products. And in many cases, the online platform can claim it's just the middleman.
Consumer Reports recommend sticking with sellers you trust. If the marketplace itself is listed as the seller, that's generally safer. If you're interested in a product listed by a third party, stick with well-known and reputable brands. Some products need the highest level of scrutiny, things like toys, anything with lithium-ion batteries, or small enough for a child to swallow. Here's something else to consider. Badges like Amazon's Choice or Etsy's Pick might catch your eye, but it's not always clear how those products are selected. Keep in mind that fake and paid-for reviews are common, so focus on detailed reviews, especially if multiple people mention the same issue. And how do you know you're getting the best deal? Start with comparison sites like Google Shopping, PriceGrabber, or Shopzilla, or check deal sites such as Deal News or Got a Deal, where you can even sign up for alerts on products or categories you're watching.
Sometimes just leaving something in your cart can trigger a discount email, and it helps to join store loyalty programs or follow brands on social media because that's where they tend to drop coupons and promotions.
And remember, sponsored listings are paid placements, not necessarily better deals. Bottom line, a little caution online can save you money and help keep your family safe. This is Jaima Crespo.
And Consumer Report says if you are buying a big item, try to see it first in person before you make that online purchase. And then always be sure to check what that return policy is as well.
And that's because the bigger the product, the harder it is to send back if it's not what you expected.
Did you do any shopping over the weekend?
I did not, but I think this is going to be the week.
This is your shopping week?
This has got to be the week, which means it's got to start today on Cyber Monday.
That's
Very
right.
appropriate.
Yeah, okay, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And look at that live look from our Dust Levels camera in Pasco. The fog just settling in this morning. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert, of course, with your full first alert forecast when we come back, and talking about how long the fog is going to stick around, possibly even some slick spots out there as you hit the road this morning, and the return of some showers. He's got it all coming up in your full first alert forecast after the break.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys.
Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that? Toyotathon magic.
Toyotathon is on. And right now, you can lease a tough new 2026 Tundra for just $509 per month.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ellen's Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long, with awesome scenery, amazing restaurants, and unique places to shop. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
Hi, I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome. We have a great community. We've got a school, a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts that all, mingle together, so we get to serve all of them. Even if you're not looking for something, people will come in here, and sometimes they'll leave with something you didn't think you needed.
So yeah, you can just come in and grab something small, or you can come in and get that really beautiful statement piece for yourself or someone who's important to you.
So if you're a cool person looking to do some cool things, check out Mountain High Sports and start planning your trip now at myellensburg.com.
Twist the month before gifting. Garage piled high. Houses were bursting. Time to let clutter fly. The Habitat Store wish list is merry and clear. Our shelves need your treasures as holidays near. Make room for the new by sharing the old. Clean, sell-ready items, tidy and bold. We turn good tidings to homes built with grace for local families to find a safe place. Drop off in Richland, all items lovely and bright. Or call for free pickup and fill our wish list tonight.
Life's better when you're under our roof, because we're as committed to protecting your dreams as you are to taking care of them.
Looking good.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have these little shower chances in the forecast for today and tomorrow. First, let's show you the culprit for this. It's this long, extensive cold front that's extending all the way back to this low pressure center that's over Anchorage, Alaska. So this is going to skirt by our region for today and tomorrow, and it will bring us those little chances for showers. So we put this in motion with Futurecast radar. Little blips of stuff on the map all throughout the day, nothing too organized, but yeah, there could be a little bit of snow mixing in for the valleys, but accumulations are going to be negligible, at least for lower elevations. Now, for this evening, that's when it turns a lot more interesting, especially after 10 p.m. Specifically for the Blue Mountains, this is when snow chances are going to be at their best. So by the time we're reaching out to you for Good Morning Northwest tomorrow morning, that's when passes are going to look a little less than ideal in the blues, especially for Oregon 204. Now after lunchtime, that's when we're going to trend drier, even for the blues. Then by 4 p.m., 5 p.m., all of it's going to be dry. And you can see those hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here's some of those rainfall and liquid water totals we're expecting from 4 p.m. this afternoon to 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Just 0.1 to 0.2 inches for the Cascades, but around a ½ an inch for the blues. Not much at all for points in between. And then in terms of the snowfall totals from 10 p.m. tonight to 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, 2 to 4 inches for I-84 and for Oregon 204. Just trace amounts for our Cascade passes. And then our weather turns more active again for the Thursday to Friday time frame and beyond that. So here's what those precip chances are going to look like in the Tri-Cities. See about 10 to 30% chances for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is still 4 to 7 days out, so this is subject to change, but that round is looking more impactful for the mountains, wetter at the very least. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances today and tomorrow, dry for Wednesday, then small rain chances coming back Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, maybe a flurry or two mixing in today, but accumulation should be minimal. In Ellensburg, a slightly better chance at a light snow shower for Monday, wetter and warmer later in the week. And then for Hermiston, many small shower chances over the next 7 days and about 20 degrees warmer from Monday to Friday. And finally for Walla Walla, lower elevation rain chances will be the highest in the foothills for today and tomorrow. More active weather is slated for later this week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
And this morning's GMA First Look, Robin Roberts one-on-one with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
The Grammy-winning rapper is now the executive producer of a 4-part Netflix docuseries called Sean Combs, The Reckoning.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right?
for 20 years. It's me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester. Like, maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much of Robin's interview with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. With your GMA First Look, I'm Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Right now, living with COPD is hard, but more could be going on. And here is how you find out. Your COPD may be different, and Nucala could help. The inflammation triggering your flare-ups could be caused by eosinophils. Nucala helps target that inflammation. And it's the only once-monthly auto-injector for COPD you can do right at home. Picture less flare-ups and less flare-up-related hospital visits. Nucala is an add-on injection for uncontrolled COPD with a specific marker of inflammation. Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop other medicines, including steroids, unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause back pain, diarrhea, and cough. Right now, it may be time for something different. Ask your doctor about Nucala.
Now, the morning sprint.
6:50, and it's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines this morning. Luigi Mangione due in state court today. He's accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson about a year ago. His attorneys are seeking to have his diary entries and other evidence thrown out of court. They argue investigators illegally seized them from the 27-year-old's backpack without a warrant. Prosecutors disagree and have agreed to a hearing on the matter. Mangione also facing a separate federal death penalty case. In your health headlines this morning at 6:51, getting a smartphone at a younger age could put children at a higher risk of health complications. That's the finding of a new study published in the journal Pediatrics. It looks at more than 10,000 12-year-olds. So the study indicates kids who get phones at a young age are more likely to face obesity, depression, and insufficient sleep. Many experts suggest parents hold off on giving their kids phones until they're older. In sports this morning, Seahawks turning in one of their most dominant performances of the season, shutting out the Minnesota Vikings 26-0. Seattle's defense set the tone early, never let up, swarming the pocket, forcing turnovers, and keeping Minnesota off the board for the first time in more than 10 years. A steady stream of field goals and a fourth-quarter touchdown run put this one out of reach. The win pushes Seattle to 9-3, now tied for first place in the NFC West. They'll try to keep that momentum rolling into next Sunday. 6:52 now, a look at the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Friday's fire at the Water Edge apartment in Richland forced evacuations after flames broke out on a third-floor unit around 11 a.m. Crews from all 3 cities responding, and residents were evacuated for about an hour or so. Maintenance was the one that called 911 after a resident reported a smoke alarm in an apartment going off where no one was home. The entrance of Fowler Street was blocked for a bit while investigators were on scene, and they believe it was possibly an unattended candle that was to blame for the cause of the fire. Firefighters were able to air the building out and let everyone back in. And Richland School District is asking voters to renew its 4-year replacement levy this February as the current one expires next year. Now, the levy funds about 310 staff members and supports after-school programs like sports, music, and drama. It also makes the district eligible for $5 million in state equalization funds, money they lose if the levy fails. The district is already facing budget challenges after cuts announced earlier this year. Leaders say passing the levy is critical to avoid deeper reductions in 2027. And projects getting ready for its City Hall move, and non-essential items are already being packed up. Mayor says that City Hall will be closed today through the 3rd while teams move equipment and set up the new systems. City chose the Prosser Courthouse after a months-long site review, calling it a cost-saving partnership with Benton County. The new City Hall will operate on the first floor of the courthouse, and the city expects it to be their forever home. Leaders are also working with the county on a potential location for a new police station as a part of the same project. And the Pasco Salvation Army says demand hasn't let up since the government shutdown has ended. Staff are seeing more families asking for help, with requests for food, hygiene kits, and emergency items doubling in some areas. The food bank remains their busiest service, with lines for groceries, coats, and blankets. Workers are also getting more calls for rent and utility assistance, as well as holiday programs like Angel Tree. Salvation Army says they're doing everything they can to keep up as demand continues to grow. And the Community-Based Transition Center, or CBTC, is helping young adults with disabilities build real-world work skills, including at Toyota of Tri-Cities. Isaac, one of this year's participants, spends his days working with staff, helping customers, and learning new responsibilities. Program leaders say CBTC has 24 students this year, all focused on job training, independent living, and community skills. Toyota staff says that the partnership benefits everyone, creating more inclusive workspaces and giving students experience that they can use long term. All right, 6:54 and trending this morning. Thanksgiving may be in the rear view, but if you have leftover pumpkin pie, which we do, or any other kind of pie, well, today is the perfect day to devour it.
That's because December 1st is National Pie Day.
Who knew?
Actually, make that National Pie Day Part 2, as the pie celebration on December 1st is the second observance of the year.
Right, because is it March 14th? 314.
I think it is.
Pie
yes.
Day.
So according to National Day calendar, the more popular National Pie Day is what is on January 23rd. I will. I object to that. March 14th, 314.
This is confusing.
Yes.
But hey, whether you bake it up, slice it up, gobble it up, blueberry, sweet potato, pumpkin, pecan, you name it, it's a day to eat it. Any way you slice it, celebrate it.
Any way you slice it.
Any way you slice it. Do you have a favorite pie?
I would say pecan. That's like a traditional Southern pie. But adjacent to that, if there was a National Cobbler Day, I could tear up some peach cobbler.
I bet there is, probably.
There for sure
If
is.
there isn't, you should make one.
Yes. What about your favorite pie?
I do love pumpkin pie. It's up there for sure. I'm not a big fruit pie gal, apple, blueberry, that kind
like
of thing.
A texture thing?
I don't know. I'm just
not into
just indifferent,
Gonna have a slice today.
But yeah,
celebrate.
I could have some pumpkin pie. But I also love a coconut cream or a banana cream.
Key lime.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Baja Blast?
No, not that. Not that. Okay, get us out the door. We're seeing a lot of fog and possibly even some freezing fog you've been talking about this morning.
Yes, freezing fog. So that means you need to take it slow on the roadways for two different reasons. Number one, visibility is bad. Number two, roadways could be a little bit slick. But first, let's take a look at First Alert Radar. You see some more rain that is building up on the west side right now. As that sweeps across the area, it could bring a few flakes to lower elevation, specifically to the valleys, but it does not look like there are going to be any significant or notable accumulations from that. The fog is very thick this morning in the Tri-Cities and portions of the Kittitas Valley. It's been trying to get into the Yakima Valley all morning long. Looks like the foothills are good, so we will certainly take that win there. But like me and Jade were just talking about, this will be freezing fog, as all of us are not only below freezing, but pretty much all of us down into the 20s. We are seeing 30-degree temperature this morning, Connell, and we're right at 30. So in essence, all of us down in the 20s.
Burr.
Highs today, these are the highs, mid-30s. So not a lot of fun to be out there. Small shower chances for today and tomorrow. Freezing fog going to come back for tomorrow morning. And rain chances and temperatures picking up, thankfully, for Thursday and Friday and beyond that.
All right, bundle up. If you had, I just went out to start my car because I like to get it somewhat warm before I get in it. It's so cold out.
I know, that was a sprint out there, right? The real morning sprint.
That was the real morning sprint, exactly. Headed out to start my car. All right, thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest on all the stories we talked about today and so many more up on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Morning America is up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.